actually entered the game.
Yep, spawning in the top left location, we have, playing for Team Mouse Control, the blue Protoss player, NEEK.
And in the bottom 6 o'clock position, being purple today, it is uThermal, our very famous Dutch player, for being one of the 3 in Premier League this season, which is a achievement by itself, of course, to make it to Premier League.
Yeah, a huge one. That's actually, getting into Challenger is difficult. So making it to WCS Premier is a huge step up, especially if you consider where uThermal has been skill-wise last year compared to those other players, and where he is today. That is a huge jump, and a lot of players recently have experienced jumps in skill, or well, maybe not in skill, but in results. Some of them say, which was the player recently on WCS? A big surprise. I think it was Mini Razor. Yeah, it was Mini Razor. Yeah. And when Red Eye asked him this question, like, what happened? I mean, last year you had not a very spectacular year, and suddenly you're doing really good. What's the secret? And he said, well, I finally learned how to practice properly. Like, before I was just massing games because I wanted to play more games, but now I'm playing games to improve. And once you learn how to practice, how to play the game, how to set your mind, and how to think about it, it changes your world, and suddenly you have results because you're being effective thought-wise.
That's really cool. I think. All right, so I'm gonna maybe unveil a tip of the this. I wanted to say sluier Dutch word. I'm not sure what the English expression is for what I was about to say. But the thing is, we're gonna have a third event for the Dutch StarCraft League later this year, and it's gonna, definitely involve improving games, improving your game. And we're going to focus on different aspects of the game. And I think that, improving your mindset is definitely something that we should be talking about at that event. More details of which will be announced soon, so stay tuned, of course. But yeah, if you want to improve your game, definitely keep an eye out for that. And mindset, a very important part of it. I definitely know for a fact that is true. I also know what mindset can do to your game. I remember playing in a tournament once, which was the Nijmegen Student StarCraft League, and I was doing really well, and then there was one Marine shooting at my mineral line, one Marine, and I completely lost it, which is something I wouldn't do, if I'm just laddering, but during a tournament game, your mindset is different, and it definitely changes your game.
Yeah, it does. So let's take a look at the openings. NEEK opening kind of safely here. I think he skipped the Zod. Yeah, he skipped the Zod, but he's playing this slowly. No very quick expansions, no shuffling around probes in the gases. And uThermal, he's getting, well, this is pretty much going to be a Widow Mine expansion. He did this build on this very map in the DSCL finals this year versus... oh, God, my head is so in the shits today. I can't remember anything. Lambo, I think it was. No, not Lambo. Ignite.
Ignite.
There we go.
Played Ignite in the finals. Yeah, I got it.
And he did this exact build with one difference. He blocked off his ramp with supply depots while doing it. So he walled off his ramp. And first time he was able to catch Ignite off guard with it. The second time, Ignite, all he had to see was the block at the ramp, and he was like, aha, you're doing the same thing again, and he proxy beat it. But this is not going to be the case this time around. NEEK caught completely unaware, even though he did see the factory opening from uThermal.
Whoa, that was close. So there's a Widow Mine on the ramp. Widow Mines, of course, take out Stalkers in one shot, so NEEK's Stalker is stuck up there, and he's going to lose his second one. This is big troubles for NEEK.
Yeah, I think he might even lose this natural base. He has to wait for the observer to come out, chrono boosting it out, adding on additional pylons because he might be supply blocked in a little while. But he needs that observer. Get rid of that Widow Mine. Oh, that Widow Mine kills the Stalker. Unfortunately, the Nexus is down to quarter of total health right now. Here come the Stalkers. Will they be able to kill those Marines? It all comes down to Micro. uThermal still might be able to get that natural if he really presses the issue. And he's sending more reinforcements over, more Widow Mines. And NEEK has lost another Stalker and another one after that.
This is one nasty push.
Very, very aggressive uThermal today is, as I talk in the Yoda English. Wow, 5th of the health on the Nexus and dropping another Widow Mine gets sniped off.
I think you can force the issue. Yeah, you can just snipe the Nexus now. There we go.
Bam!
Yeah,
Wow, look at this. NEEK immediately building another one.
Like, nope, need a new one. Definitely.
But uThermal already has his infrastructure in play. 2 barracks still on the way. Medevacs constantly being produced. Tanks for the defense for the potential counterattack. And his natural base being landed. So he's going to have an advantage in terms of mining. And it's, you know, the ball is in NEEK's court pretty much. With that tank, I don't think these couple of Stalkers will be able to do much of anything. There's a Marauder in the mix as well. So, you know, that tank positioned in a very nice way to catch all those Stalkers moving up the ramp. There's an Immortal, however, and that could change things.
Immortals are known to change things.
Yep, but that tank is too far away. That Immortal is not going to get at that tank anytime soon. I love the positioning of that tank because you cannot even shoot it from below the cliff. It's too far away. uThermal has this map down to the last pixel.
I love it. Oh, there we go. Ooh, saves that Marauder. Look at that Micro.
Nice Micro there from uThermal. And as the tank count begins to rise, I don't know about NEEK's chances of breaking this. He does have a Robo-Bay behind this as well, but for the time being is producing Immortals. Can't really afford, nor wants to go into Colossi straight away.
Nope.
And this is a very interesting mix of units that uThermal is crafting here. Double engineering base behind this, and uThermal is setting himself up very nicely now. The Protoss is definitely on the back foot. Even adding on double forges, so we're going to see a little bit of a longer game. With those double forges, this could hurt him a little bit. If uThermal pushes with the tanks, with the infantry, I don't know if NEEK will have enough.
Okay, so look at this. NEEK pulled all of his army back, maybe expecting drops, and then one Marine started shooting a pylon in the middle of the map, and NEEK was tempted to move his army back to the pylon, but then he thought better of it and said, well, no, I moved back to my base because I was expecting drops, and he was very right to pull back because there's a drop sitting right below his natural base there. So as soon as he leaves, and as soon as uThermal gets any whiff of his army being outside of his base, that's when uThermal will pounce in and destroy all the probes.
And here comes the move out. 3 tanks. uThermal's taking...
Oh, there's a drop also. That's a strange time to do a drop, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd probably wait. Maybe uThermal was, you know, testing the waters. And he might even do an elevator play from the right side into the main base.
Okay, there's a coming out now, by the way.
Yeah, this might catch NEEK.
No thermal range, though.
Oh. Interesting. Well, NEEK does have the resources to queue that up. Oh, this is a bad move from NEEK, approaching the watchtower like this when he does not know what is ahead.
Those are not as many hit points NEEK used to have before he had before he walked up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he should send his observer in first. He's got one hovering there. Oh, there we go. He moves his observer. All right, actually more drops. There's Widow Mines, Marauder, Marines, and tanks in 2 medevacs there. So that is quite a significant drop there. Oh, and there's going to be a clash of armies here in the middle of the map.
Maybe uThermal has
the same time.
Yeah, uThermal has the high ground, and he's unloading a sizable portion of his army inside the main base of NEEK. And NEEK, you know, he can't pull back very comfortably here.
Oh, but no, what he can do is push very comfortably because
those Widow Mines.
Yeah. Oh, those were tough hits.
But at the same time, the main nexus in the main base is going down, and well, NEEK, well, he's been stalled in the center of the map. He did get that third of uThermal, however. I think that was entirely killed off. But
No, it was cancelled. uThermal cancelled his third
oh,
base.
okay. So, good for uThermal and bad for NEEK, as essentially this is now a 1-base Protoss versus a 3-base Terran. Soon to be 3-base Terran.
Soon to be.
Pretty
Of course,
much.
NEEK is also working on his third base, so it'll be. No, if uThermal gives NEEK enough time, he'll be able to just pull it back. But I don't think uThermal is going to be giving NEEK a lot of time because there's another army knocking at his front base. But there's quite a lot of Immortals, and especially what you call them, Colossi at the front. So that's going to be tough to break up with just basically bio.
Will he get that observer? He does get it, and let me tell you, there is not another one, as far as I know. No,
Okay,
so
look, another drop going down in the main. uThermal thinks, well, that was successful the first time.
let's do it again! Twilight Council this time going down. That's a very good target there for uThermal. This will pretty much disallow any further upgrades for.
Oh, but this is an even bigger hit, the robotics facility. That means there's not going to be no more Colossi for a while. Oh, actually, that Colossus took a lot of damage from those two Widow Mines there.
Yeah, it may even go down now. Oh, so all in all, uThermal exchanging a lot of material over here, but.
Do you think NEEK knows about the Widow Mines? Okay, so they're not in a very dangerous position. I thought NEEK was going to position his army right on top of the Widow Mines, but he doesn't. But still, 2 loaded Widow Mines inside NEEK's base. He needs to be very, very careful and very on top of it to see them unburrow, if that's what uThermal's going to be doing, and walking them into the mineral line.
I don't know if he noticed even, and now he doesn't have a robot, so he cannot build further observers. He's essentially playing blind completely.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's got no vision over the map, no map control whatsoever. He's going to try to check the watchtower, but that's going to be to no avail. Marine is going to kill that probe. But the third is done. The main has been rebuilt. He's still on 51 probes, uThermal on 52 SCVs. And the army sizes are, well, he's behind in army size pretty much by 30 to 40 supply. But he's warping in aggressively. He knows that he does not have very many Colossi. uThermal, he's been getting his Viking count up as of late.
Alright, here we go. The chat seems to think that uThermal is winning, and I would agree.
Yeah.
Can we somehow think of a way that NEEK could come back in this game? Are there things he's not doing that he should be doing now that he's behind? He's expanding.
He could try for assault run by along the left side of the map and try to go for the third base, kill SCVs, lessen uThermal's ability to replenish his numbers, but definitely not try to go for a head-on engagement. I mean, he is missing Blink. Yes, he does have 2-2. That's a great thing.
Okay, so that was kind of a head-on engagement.
Yeah, and look how it went. Couple of EMPs, all the army without shields, no Colossi left.
All the Zealots stuck behind the Stalkers. This is kind of terrible. Okay, that didn't last very long after that, I think this is about it.
Yeah, this should be it. NEEK just lost the entirety of his army.
Was that one of uThermal's famous SCV pools? I think it was, right?
Yeah, but I think it wasn't like, I'm going to do an SCV pool. I think it was like, I can do an SCV pool because, hell, I can.
Got enough of them, yeah. That is GG, wow. Okay, so that is the first game. Goes to uThermal.